Now you are watching health series of JKTV and your health. Now doctor explained, he is talking about health. Can I ask doctor, what is that you specifically want to talk about health? Please explain why you specifically said you separated health. Both are two different things, or how your health, what is that emphasizing on the health?
Oh, thank you. That's a good question. Health, when you ask 100 different people what they actually mean or what they understand about your health or health, you will get different definitions, different understandings. And if you go and read in about 10 different dictionaries, the definition of health is different. Does the doctor know health? The doctors that were traditionally trained know about a disease, how to diagnose, how to manage, how to treat. Do they know about health? They don't. Majority of us don't know because we don't know what health means. So I'm going to explain to you what health means and what we are trying to understand about health. So health, some people think, okay, if you don't have, you go to the doctor, you have your annual blood tests, everything looks normal, we'll see you next year, you don't have any disease, you're healthy. Is that correct?
Yeah, I
No.
hear all the time, doctor, same thing. When I visit to the doctor, that's exactly what you said, absolutely correct.
And that is not correct. That is not a correct statement. Or you go to the doctor and they will test you, do some tests, they might say, oh, it looks like you are probably having evidence of early diabetes, so you're not healthy anymore. So you have ill health now. That's how people differentiate doctors and patients. If you don't have a disease, your health is good, and that is not true. Okay. So my definition of health is totally different, and I don't think this has been written anywhere or any dictionary. This is a kind of I devised what health should be. And there are three components if you have to understand about health. One, what is health? Absence, number one, is absence of a disease is number one component of the health. And the number two, absence of a symptoms of a disease. So you may not have a disease, but you may have some symptoms of coming disease, hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol problems. You may not have any disease yet, but you may have some symptoms. So absence of symptoms leading to a disease also part of the health. So you shouldn't have a disease, you shouldn't have any symptoms that leads toward a disease. And the third and the most important component of health is you shouldn't have any attributes anywhere that may lead to symptoms. And this is the most important phase of any disease is that you don't have symptoms, you feel fine, but you have some inherent finer things unless somebody pays attention, like your doctor to that or the right doctor to that. They will wait not doing anything until you get symptoms or until you get disease. So the health in my definition is again absence of a disease, absence of symptoms of a disease, and absence of anything that leads to symptoms, including minor complaints. So if you don't have all these three components, you are not healthy. If you have all these three components, you are considered as a healthy person. We as human beings, we are born to be healthy. Health is a normal status of human genomes. Health is a normal status. So we were, unless Very few genetically inherited diseases. When you were born, you may get some of them. However, you are born early and no diseases at the time, you are healthy. So, the health is a natural state of the body. When do we become ill health or unhealthy is when that natural state is disturbed. How is it disturbing, and what are the things that can disturb your natural health status? We talked about two components already: your genomic structure, your microbiomic structure, and the third is the choices that you make. So now the definition or the component of health is you, that is your genomic structure. You means your microbial structure. 3, your choices that you make in life since your birth, that will lead you to a healthy status forever or unhealthy status. So look at these 3 things. Genomic structures you may not able to change much, but I'll tell you, you can. Second, microbial structure, you cannot change much, but you can. And the choices that you make in your life, 90% of them you can make change. Remember how these 3 things are so important, so much little attention we pay to them. That's why we become unhealthy as time goes by. So our series will continue in the future, how we manage health, addressing these 3 issues: the choices that we make, and the genomic structure, how it changes, how we can reverse it back, the changes, and the microbial structure, how is it helping, how if it is not helping, how we can change it. If you address those 3 components, we are going to be a successful journey towards health.
Excellent, Doctor. Really, this is really great. We are fortunate to have Dr. Kilaru with us, and such a valuable. You cannot get this kind of knowledge anywhere else.
Some very useful tips. One tip every time when we have a seminar. Today, I'm going to give you a tip on coffee. Okay, we all drink coffee. Millions and billions people drink coffee. And when you go to the meetings and conferences and family and friends meetings, and they ask very simple question: is coffee good for you? Okay, you ask 100 different doctors, 50-50. 50 will say it is good for you, and 50 will say it's bad for you. You means, you remember again, you means your genes. Okay, your genes is not other person's genes. So it may not be good for you, it may be good for you. In general, my answer to that is: coffee good for you? Can you drink coffee? What are the harms and what are the benefits? My answer to that in simple is: coffee in general is good. There are some people where coffee, they cannot metabolize coffee when they drink. And I can find out who they are by doing their genetic structure. So I advise them, don't drink coffee in the afternoon at all. If you really need to drink in the morning, that is the end of it. So you can find that out. The other thing is, how much coffee can I drink? The studies all over the world says up to 4 to 6 cups of coffee is good for your health. Okay. All the research, remember, all the research and presentations and articles and papers about coffee in this world are made on black coffee, not the coffee that we routinely drink with milk and lots of sugar. Milk has lactose, which is a sugar, which we don't need it. Of course, sugar has sugar, which we don't need it. And the research, when they say coffee is good, does not include milk, does not include sugar. It is pure black coffee. It is only good, coffee is good when you know certain, and we'll talk a little bit more detail about this coffee later on. But I have to just mention today is, coffee plantation in the world is one of the most infested plantation where spraying is done. The majority of coffee plantation, it is the worst sprayed plantation in the world, means that you are getting toxins from the coffee if you are not drinking the right coffee. I was telling you about the choices that you make to your health journey. This is one of the choices that you need to make. You can drink coffee. It is good for your heart. It's good for your health. It's good for your kidney stones. However, you drink organic coffee.
Just black coffee.
Right.
Without,
Just black
without
coffee.
cream, without sugar, all other things you're including in it, that it may not have the value what doctor is explaining.
They haven't really studied a combination of coffee that way.
That's why.
So we have to just go by the studies.
Thank you, doctor,
Yeah.
about coffee. Beautiful, because people have a lot of doubts about coffee thing, and you cleared it today. Excellent.
Yeah, I hope it's cleared for a lot of people.
Lot of people,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you. So, Dr. Kilaru is going to explain what is going to talk about next series, and that way, don't miss any of his series. So there is a lot of values in his lectures. So, Dr. Rao, please tell us what you're going to be covering next health talk.
Okay, thank you. Since we ended with the topic on definition of health, so we're going to continue this journey to a good health, and just believe it is a journey. So there is some beginning to the journey. Okay, where do we begin is the first question. When somebody comes to me, I look good so far, nothing was wrong with me, but I have these little symptoms here and there. I'm only 25. As a physician, where do I begin their journey to put them into the correct, successful health journey? So we'll be talking about where to begin this journey. And not only about that, how when you come and ask my advice about the journey of health, what I do for you as lab testing, evaluation, diagnosis, treatments. So we'll be covering these in future topics, but next topic would be your health journey, evaluation, and foundation work.
Thank you, Dr. Kilaru, because it's excellent. Today we had a very good, useful subject, and it is useful for everybody, each and everybody. Do not miss this health series from JKT Health Series, and subscribe and share with your friends. You are doing a favor to your friends to give him such a valuable opportunity to see Dr. Kilaru's health tips. So do not forget to share and like and subscribe. So if you press the bell icon, you can always mention when this series going on. So please do that, and we'll see you for the next series. Thank you, Dr. Kilaru, for your expert advice and knowledge sharing with the JK audience.
Thank you, Krishna Rao Garu. Thank you, the audience, and subscribe to JK Video. We'll come back.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఆసక్తికరమైన వీడియోల కోసం జేకే టీవీని మీరు సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, లైక్ చేయండి, మీ మిత్రులతో షేర్ చేసుకోండి, మా జేకే టీవీని ప్రోత్సహించండి. ధన్యవాదాలు.